Well, hello, everybody. Hope you're well. Thank you again for joining us for our daily devotional reading for January 17th. Starts with a verse from Revelation 22:1. The angel showed me a river with the water of life, clear as crystal, flowing from the throne of God and of the Lamb. The human heart longs for utopia, some Shangri-La or the fountain of youth that makes everything right again. Somewhere deep inside is an impulse hungering for a place where wounds are healed, conflict is resolved, pressures cease, desires are fulfilled, and death doesn't hang over our heads. The vestiges of Eden remain in our hearts. We know the world isn't right as it should be. We know the world isn't as it should be. We want something or someone to make it right. The theologically correct solution from a Christian's point of view is that the Son of God will return and make all things new. And in fact, he is already renewing those who believe in him. But the regenesis we look for, the gleaming paradise hidden in our longings, hasn't fully appeared. We saw glimpses of it in Jesus' earthly ministry: love, healing, promises, restoration. We see it in various lives and ministry today, but we see a picture of it as the end, but we see a picture of it at the end of Revelation. There's one thing in common in all such pictures: his presence. Wherever he manifests himself openly, perfection begins to emerge. Every time we encounter the living Lord in our everyday lives, we are to some degree renewed. Restoration, healing, fulfillment, peace, and freedom all begin to spring up within us. He himself is the utopia we long for. Did you get that? Jesus himself, is the utopia we long for. He doesn't make everything smooth for us, obviously, because his process begins on the inside and works its way out. But that's the difference between him and the utopias of our imagination. We envision them beginning in our outward circumstances and then impacting our inward state of being. Jesus gets to the root of the problem, our own hearts, and uses them as a starting point for transforming the world. And in the end, we will see perfection and completion in all of its fullness. I certainly relate to that. There's a part of me that would love to just experience heaven on earth now, run off to a cabin, not have to worry about the problems of the day, seclude myself. I'm sure I'm not the only one who has that temptation to have a simple, problem-free life, a little bit of heaven on earth, you will. And as humans, we think if we get the situations right, then our heart will experience that. And this is saying it's the exact opposite. We envision them beginning in our outward circumstances. If the outward is good, then we'll impact, and then we'll have an inward state of being or peace, or rest. Jesus gets to the root of the problem with our own hearts. He starts on the inside and then moves out. So he does it at 180 degree different than what we would like and think. So the prayer is, Lord, breathe your new life into me, every part of my being, as I sit in your presence. So I want to say utopia starts from inside, but in some ways it does. We can't depend on our outward circumstances to give us that. Where his presence is, that's where we find that peace and rest. So, all right, thanks so much. Take care. God bless. Bye.